We are journeying through the biblical book of Psalms with Dr. James Merritt. Today we are looking at Psalm 46, which begins with these beautiful words: God is our refuge and strength, an ever-present help in trouble. Dr. Merritt, what does it mean to have God as our refuge?
You know, before I answer that question, let me tell you why the question is very important. Everyone that's watching right now, if I could talk to them face to face, everybody's had heartache. Everybody. I've never talked to a person, if you didn't dig deep enough and talk long enough, they've had hurts, they've had disappointments, they've had heartaches. They are either coming out of a trial, they're in the middle of a trial, or they're about to go into a trial. We all have troubles. There's no such thing, even to the richest, most powerful people on the planet, there's no such thing as a trouble-free life. We all go through storms. And what it means to have God as our refuge is when you're in the middle of that storm, there's two things you need in a storm. First, you need shelter from the storm. Then you need strength to get through the storm. That's what it means to have God as a refuge. To know that no matter how bad the storm is, at the end of the day, you can weather it because you've got a shelter that will not blow over. You've got a shelter that will not collapse. You've got a shelter that will protect you. And then to know you do have the strength to make it through that storm. One of my favorite stories in the Bible is when the disciples and Jesus crossed the Sea of Galilee and the storm came up. The best part of that story is when Jesus got in the boat, he said one thing. He said, "Let us go to the other side." The moment he said that, that became the unsinkable Molly Brown. There's no way that ship was not going to make it because Jesus not only made a prediction, he made a promise. Boys, we're going to get to the other side. Well, every time you go through a storm, remember these words of Jesus. We're going to make it to the other side. Why? Because God, as our shelter and our strength, is a very present refuge in time of trouble.
I was just in Puerto Rico not that long ago after the hurricane went through, and I'll tell you, having a shelter that doesn't blow down in a storm was the key to survival for so many people. And you could see, you know, some lost it and some didn't. It's the right shelter, which is God. We want to give people that kind of assurance. We want to get this book, your book, 52 Weeks of the Psalms, which is full of this kind of wisdom, into their hands. Thanks for working with us to make it available.
Well, and thanks to you. And by the way, there's a complimentary copy waiting for you for your gift to the ministry.
Yeah, thanks so much, Dr. Merritt. And if you want to get a copy of this book for your best ministry gift, that number is 1-800-265-3100. You can also go to crossroads.ca.